Hey everyone, Zapstream here. Wanted to talk to you about, well, before I get into it, don't pay too much attention to the gameplay here because I'm actually, you know, not doing so good. It's been a long time since I've actually played this game, and to be quite honest, I've forgotten the controller buttons or how to use them, but I'm giving it a go anyway. But anyway, what I wanted to talk to you about was forgiveness. Do you have the ability to forgive someone, a friend, for doing something completely wrong, in which you see completely wrong, morally, I would say? Um, let's see. To err is human, to forgive is divine. Great man once said that. But whether you're religious or not, it doesn't matter. Forgiveness can actually make a difference in someone's life. Let's just say a friend of yours does something in which you view as completely wrong, completely, I mean, just morally wrong. And, you really don't want to have anything to do with him anymore after that. But why not? You were friends before, and then suddenly he does something that is totally viewed by you and your peers as something really wrong. But do you have the ability to forgive him or not? The thing is that when it comes to forgiveness, we have to have this thing called empathy. Can we see what actually happened to this person that caused him to do whatever he did, which was a mistake, uh, in in our eyes and pretty much in the general public's eyes? Do we understand what happened, what caused it, in what happened in his life, or his or her life, that made him or her make this mistake? We don't know that. See, the thing is, sometimes people don't want to understand each other, and they just see black and white, and they just totally outcast this one person. But what if you were that one friend that person had? The person I'm talking about, the person who made the mistake, that you know he didn't have anybody else because he was outcasted by all the other friends because of the mistake he made. But what if you, that one person, could make a difference in that person's life to let him know, hey, you know what? I know you did wrong. You know you did wrong. But if I was in your footsteps, I could probably understand what happened. You know, because all of us, we are all in different states of mind. That person that made that mistake, whatever it may have been, small or big, we don't know exactly what state of mind they were in. What happens in their life, or what happened in their life that made them do what they did? Were they stressing out about something? Could they not handle a certain situation where they had to express it in a certain way? We don't know that. I don't know how I would react in a certain way, as far as an action that a friend of mine would take to handle a certain situation, and they wouldn't know how I would handle it in a certain situation. It just all comes down to empathy. We have to try and understand what was going on with that person's life, or in that person's life, that made him or her do that particular thing that we all think is very bad. A mistake, everybody makes mistakes. Everybody, small and even big. But we have to find out what exactly happened. But anyway, getting back to it, would you be that one person, that one friend, to actually be able to forgive your friend for doing what he or she did, even though we think of it's very bad, immorally wrong, whatever, and try to understand what it was that caused them to do that, or would just dump them out and let them be an outcast? And perhaps maybe if we did that, they would suffer. They would suffer more. Maybe something else more tragic would happen. But what if you could be that friend that could be forgiving about that, and then try and understand what happened with your friend, even though you think it's wrong, or you know it's wrong, and even to the general public it is wrong. Could you try and understand and forgive that one person? I don't know. I think I could. Because what if I was that one person? What if you were that one person that could make a difference in that person's life, to talk to them about their mistake, help them understand what happened, help you understand what happened, and then try and figure out what can be done to never do that again. You know, everyone makes mistakes, everyone, and nobody's perfect, and you can't outcast your friends, especially your friends. And I'm coming to you because of this certain situation that has happened, that I heard about some drama going on while gaming and stuff like that. And you know, some guy did something wrong, and you know, his friends found out about it, and then they totally outcasted him, and they couldn't forgive him for it. They can't forgive him for it, or they can't find a means to forgive him for it. But it is possible to forgive him. Try and understand what happened. You don't know what type of situation that he was in, that person. You know, what's been going on in his life that made him do the things he did. So, you know, none of us understand that. And to just throw him out and just say we don't want to have anything to do with him, he was totally wrong, you know, he's just, I can't be his friend or whatever. That's not the way it should work, at least in my opinion. You know, I don't think it should work that way. I think we should all try and figure out something, you know, that we should understand that we all make mistakes, and we should all be forgiven for them. Or we should try and forgive those people who make those mistakes, whether they're small or big. We should try and figure out, we should try and have empathy as to what happened. What happened to make this person do this? And we should try and understand the situation and talk it over with these people and try and forgive them. Because if we don't, if we just outcast them, it could turn out into a bad situation, even more tragic for this one person, because he's left alone. He feels alone. He feels that nobody understands him, nobody cares for him, and then he might do something else worse in the future. So, what do you think, people? Should you forgive someone if they do something completely wrong, whether it be small or big, but completely wrong, whether you see it as completely wrong, big and immorally, as far as the general public can see it wrong? Can you find a way to try and forgive someone? Let me know in the comment section. I want to understand what you think. Zapstream out.